Working on the next project outside on this super blank wall. I'll spin the camera around in a second. I have my handy dandy little drawing. We're gonna put up a trellis. Well, it's more like a espalier. There we go. Not a trellis. Espalier on the wall. This big blank wall is going to be beautiful. Da 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 da. Imagine, if you will. Oh, the wind's gonna come and block my presentation here. It's from the blueprint, so it is exactly to scale. But I have my 4-foot level, which weirdly enough, this one doesn't have a 45-degree angle on it. So then I have to have the 45-degree angle little 2-foot level. As you can see, I've already started to sketch out the lines. I am coming down approximately 4 inches from the soffits, just so that critters can't directly crawl up there. And then this will be, I'll have to obviously come out and trim and maintain it. I actually had started this, I don't want to walk into a spider web. Florida problems, hold on. Okay, no spider web. I already knocked it down once before. Carol, come over here. So I started this project and then realized I didn't like the spacing that I did on it. So I'm starting it over. So we have flipped the camera and I am now standing in, Carol, over here. Standing in the front yard looking at the front of the house. So I had originally marked some, I don't know if they're going to show up on camera here. The whole wall I had done, and then I didn't like my spacing. So you see those X's? I decided they were going to be way too close together. So I need to come out and re-measure the whole blippity blip thing. I want the diamonds to be around 2 feet by 2 feet, or I guess I should say the squares, 2 feet by 2 feet. Basically centered on this wall, work your way out. Progress has been made on the Espalier Wall. I did not record the entire process. Actually, let me rewind. I did record the entire process. It was so boring. Even in fast forward, it was so boring. It's like a lot of slow motion measuring. So I just literally, I'm gonna cut all that out. And then the second thing is I have done this on 2 different, well actually I guess 3 different days at this point, and I went back to the original measurements. So I measured the diamonds at every 4 feet, and then to me it looked like they were so big, so then I went every 2 feet, which then made like double the amount of diamonds on the wall. And then I looked and kind of lived with that for a little while, and I was like, oh, that just seems exceptionally, like, way overkill. So now I'm back to the 4-foot, point, and then the point, you know, you get what I'm saying. I'm back to what my drawing looked like. Along the way, I have figured out a better technique for getting the wall anchors into the wall. So this is a stucco wall. And even though it is stucco, you still need to use a wall anchor. So I have the wall anchors, and then I have the eye screws, which I probably could have done like further away ones, but this is where we're at. Anyway, I did several of them before I really got into a better rhythm. So I've learned that I actually need to hammer this into the wall, pull it back out, then hammer in the anchor. So then as I screw this in, this little doohickey opens up and creates the wall anchor. Hold on, I gotta watch the dog because there's a guy walking by with his dog who he always waves and says hi, but his dog is actually not that friendly. Good girl, baby. Good girl. I mean, it's too bad because he seems like a really nice guy, but he always lets his dog go in the yard. I'm probably going to cut this stuff out anyway. Leave it. Good girl. I'll do one, and then I'll show you the ones that are in. Alright, I forgot my screwdriver. So, even though it feels like it's solid, it's really not. You want this to be able to, like, over time withstand a lot of the weight on it. So, we will pull it back out. That gets it in so that it's deep enough and wide enough. Insert some sort of funny joke on that. So now I'm going to go ahead and tap this in as far as I can. And then, the other thing that I have found, weirdly enough, is I actually can't get it all the way in like normal, like a normal wall. So then I kind of do the same thing with this. Give it a few taps. To start it. Then you take your handy dandy screwdriver and put it in the eye. And, of course, now I'm up at the ceiling, soffit. I'm going to screw it into the little hole. I probably need to do some touch. Good girl, Carol. Just look where she was. My neighbor's backing out me. She really likes him. Hi. I'm still connected to the tripod. So, got the wall anchor in, then the eye hook, and we just have a few more to go. All the wires are in and we are ready for planting, which is not taking place tonight. It is now 7:15. Look at my hair. It's been like, I don't know, a couple hours. And it's 7:15 p.m., not a.m. Whew, she's sweaty Betty. I will give you a little peeky at the wall, and then up next we'll be planting. I actually could plant tonight and just deal with the sweatiness, but bugs are going to start to get me. And since I'm a bug magnet, it's going to be witching hour soon. Then I could probably come out in the dark, but I don't want to do that. So that's a lot of rambling just to say, on with the show, Adrian. Let's look at the wall. Da, 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 da. Look how nice she is. I didn't do over here quite yet, but I have the spots marked. But for now, I'm just going to stay on this main wall, and then as needed, we can expand to the right. Yay!